This is Ashdod today. It wasn't the same yesterday, and it won't be the same tomorrow. One day, when they'll write the history of the place, they'll start it by saying, "In the beginning there was just sand." And that is true. And those who are working on the development plans of the town, they say, here there'll be a deep-sea harbor and a town of 150,000 inhabitants. And that will also be true. We've seen it happen before in Israel. You wouldn't call Ashdod a beautiful town, any more than you'd call a newborn baby beautiful and mean it. But it's a town with a future, and that's what counts. They're building at a terrific pace in Ashdod. More flats, more homes, a roof over the head for the new arrivals. New flats, new homes, new streets. You can already see what Ashdod will be like tomorrow. A regular town with regular shops. But for the time being, the new shops count on tomorrow's customers. Today, business is slow, but it won't be like this for long. Ashdod is on the way to becoming the fourth port in Israel, and it's not just a plan on paper anymore. You can't see much of the port yet, but you can feel it. But 2 years ago, there wasn't even a real road into the town. And now, there's a railway, almost finished. There'll be work for thousands once the harbor gets going. That's why Ashdod is in demand. Newcomers, new immigrants. This is what the Jewish agency on the spot has to deal with every week. New flat doesn't stand empty for one single night. The moment the front door is on its hinges, there's somebody ready to move in. You can't see over the premises first, nor inspect the view, but you get all you need to start off with. A table, bucket and a broom, a bed, blankets, and a paraffin stove. A table, bucket and broom, bed, blankets, and a stove. Same flat, same view. 2.5 rooms, kitchen and bath for a family of immigrants. And never mind just the family number. 2.5 rooms, kitchen and bath for a family of immigrants. Sometimes too much because you don't know what to expect. All the old life from the old country. Wedding presents, furniture, work tools. You never know what you'll need.
Voilà, après que nous finissons
When you're more or less settled, you go to the Jewish agency and you get your papers. There are all kinds of papers. Yellow papers, red papers, white papers, blue papers, identity card, a contract with a flat, a health card, a labor exchange card. This is the place for information and for complaints. It might be the question of the furniture, or the luggage that is still in the customs, or a loan for more furniture, or for setting you up in a new shop, or maybe just a loan. You have it all explained to you, your rights and your duties, and that it all takes time, and that you must learn to be patient. But you have to start somewhere. So you put up a little business on your own, out of the crates you brought your belongings in. Or you just start working in the place you live. So why not? You have a profession, you must make your living. But for the majority, it's the labor exchange. You take your pick from the jobs that are there on the books. No Hebrew? So it's building or the harbour. It's not what you wanted or what you're used to, but for the time being there seems to be no choice. Building? Okay, they pay well. The law of supply and demand. Last week there were jobs at Rogosin. This week they're all full. What, shoveling? At my age? For an accountant? You can't be serious. I wouldn't last more than a day. They told me I got the sort of trade that they need in Ashdod. But now you say you've filled all the vacancies for plumbers. 3 weeks ago you were combing the town to find them. And it just doesn't make sense. For the time being, you work. And you're earning your first pay. The hard way. There are those lucky ones that are settled and don't need the labor exchange anymore. The 300 workers at the Rogosin rayon plant and the 200 on the staff of the power plant. The established and provided for old-timers that have come to Ashdod to live near their work. If you're lucky, you can get into a factory like Metafit, just starting up and willing to train a handful of people in the assembly of automatic looms. There's work in Ashdod, and where there's work, there's bread. Slowly the town and the people get used to each other, and life falls into a rhythm. The bread van arrives at 9, the ice a little later. Sometimes somebody sells vegetables from a cart, cheaper than the man across the road. And then there's trouble. The children get on best together, maybe because they speak the same language and play the same games together. It all starts with learning the same things at school, which is something their parents never did. Four o'clock already. The workday's ended. The streets that were empty during the day begin to fill. Time for news and time for gossip. Who's arrived, and who's written from the old country, and will they come, and when? And did you hear what they decided at the last meeting of the town council? This is the time when Ashdod comes out of its houses to see and to be seen. Time for news, and time for gossip, and time for wishing. Dreams, dreams. There isn't one person in this town who doesn't dream and plan. There isn't much else to do in Ashdod. You watch and you wonder, what will it be like here tomorrow? Most of the time, you have the feeling that it's going to work out. It's going to be all right.